Hey friends, are you getting invited to weddings, engagement parties, wedding showers again? I am, and I couldn't be happier. In this video, I'm going to show you how I pick out vintage gifts to give to my brides and grooms. Welcome to the Dress Up Mom. If you're already a subscriber, thank you and I love you. If you haven't subscribed, please do and tap the bell for notifications. First off, hope everybody is really enjoying their summer. I'm enjoying mine. I got to go to the beach this morning. I had a great surf session, perfect waves for me. I have my new wolf cut here that I am loving, that Jane from Ito Salon gave to me. It's just been a really great day. Just wanted to say that. Hope that's the same for all of you. Another thing I'm excited about is that I've gotten invited to a couple engagement parties and weddings on the horizon, and I love those events. As you can imagine, I'm always looking for ways to incorporate vintage and resale into my lifestyle. So I try to gift those kinds of items as well when I'm invited to things. Now, I know it can be a little bit tricky because brides and grooms have their registries and, are looking for certain things. I do peruse the registry and sometimes I'll pick out a little something new to go with whatever old I'm finding, but it gives me an idea of what they're looking for, and I can usually find something cooler via vintage and resale. I've had a lot of luck doing this previously, especially with millennials. I find that millennials are really drawn to these sort of mid-century and fun vintage pieces. I recently needed to buy two gifts. My niece got engaged and we were invited to her engagement party. And then a good friend of our family is getting married in a couple months. And so I thought I would combine shopping for those two gifts and take you along with me. My absolute favorite place in town, and I always start at Bad Madge Company. She gets the best things in, and Tanya, the owner, is just a gem. And I especially love supporting small woman-owned businesses. I was a little bit stumped about what to get my niece for this engagement party. I went kind of back and forth with her sisters and then decided to try to find some champagne glasses so that we could toast them at the engagement party with the champagne glasses, and then they could take those same glasses and have them as their champagne glasses to toast at their wedding. I do find that any kind of glassware is usually a pretty safe bet because there are some really cool mid-century glasses of all shapes and sizes. And to me, they're a lot cooler than the new stuff. And it's also something that people can usually use and add into the mix with whatever else they're doing. Well, I was super lucky because when we got to Bad Madge and started looking around, there were so many different options. Let me just show you some of these cool pieces in there. These are the champagne glasses that we ended up with. We took them to the party. My niece and her fiance toasted. It was a little tricky because my niece was visiting from Ohio. So what I did is after the toast, I took the glasses back, I wrapped them up really nicely, and I actually shipped them to their home. That's another tip. I don't usually take these types of gifts to the actual wedding. I find that now people are having things shipped to their homes instead. So that's what I do. And then for my other bride and groom, we ended up going with these. Now again, there were just so many cool options in there. I could have gone crazy, but these sort of seem to remind me of them, and I think they're kind of neutral enough and will fit in with anything that they have. I hope that all of you have vintage shops near you that stock these kinds of great things, and I would love to hear if you're doing these types of gifts for people, or if this maybe inspired you to do that. Please leave me all of that in the comments below, and also if you have some cool shops in your areas, put them there too so people can find those if they're living near you. Thank you, Tanya at Bad Madge, for always having great stuff in there. I also bought myself this little disco ball while I was in there that I'm going to incorporate into my decor, but just so many great things. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it so much. Until next time, have fun and dress it up a little.